Hey, what's up, guys? I just thought I'd make a quick video talking about Battlefield 4. Now, as of the past weekend, I finally got to start playing Battlefield 4 online. I've had the game for about a month and a half, but I haven't really touched the online until this past weekend. The reason that I wanted to wait was because I was waiting for a friend of mine to get it, and he had lots of other expenses to pay, so he really didn't have time to get the game. And plus, he was kind of, you know, on edge, if you will, to get it because he's like, oh, I want it, but I hear all these bad things about the bugs. Now, with me, I was disappointed with the game not because of the bugs, but because of the game itself. Look, the game doesn't even feel like Battlefield. This game feels like a Battlefield knockoff. Like it looks like it has a Battlefield coat of paint on it and Battlefield elements, like having the big Battlefield areas, but it doesn't feel like Battlefield. Here's the problems I have with it. The sense of scale is just insane. Okay, it's cool and all, but it just doesn't work for this game. In what I mean is the sense of scale for the game is just insane. The sense of scale and to where your guns can actually hit the enemy are just it just doesn't work. The sense of scale, like, there's lots of really tall buildings, and you could just be a sniper. Basically, sniping, from what I've seen, is the best class, unless you have the assault kit with the best guns basically for it, and that's another thing I'll talk about in a bit. But aside from that, it's a lot of it is the the sense of scale, because when you play conquest mode, for example, I play conquest mode, and I'm trying to get to bases, and I can't get to them in time. Like, they're just taken before I can get there, or I'm there, but then, oh, I have to run up 2 or 3 flights of stairs before I can get, even on the base. So, just things like that have been annoying. The Levolution, I've only seen it used a couple times. There was one where they destroyed a big tower, and then there was one level that was a flood area. And that was really annoying, because when it was a flooded area, all you had to be was a sniper on top of a building, and you could just pick all the people that were swimming around. Now, yes, they did add a diving mechanic, which is okay, but like I said, there's a lot of stuff in this game that was just really annoying, really felt out of place. The netcode is as the worst it's ever been in Battlefield. I've had some guy say, "Oh, but it's always been like this. It was like this with Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2 and Battlefield 3 and now this game," which is not true. Battlefield Bad Company 2 most definitely did not have bad netcode. Battlefield 3, it was getting to be a connection based game in a way, but as long as you had a decent connection, it was fine. Battlefield Bad Company 2 was a game that really didn't matter what kind. You could have had the lowest tier connection and pretty much still been able to play. Um, and then Battlefield 4 just raised the bar even worse, because now it's not only about your connection, but it's how bad the netcode is in the delay. So, like, you'll be in cover, but you'll still get shot because there's that delay to where it says, "Oh, you're still out of cover and you're getting ready to go into cover," when you're already in cover. Like, it's like a whole second of a delay, and it has nothing to do with my connection or any. It's the game, and it's partially the reason that it's broken. Now, you're going to say, "Oh, but you didn't, you got to wait for however many patches." No, I don't have to wait for however many patches. I played this on a February patch. It's broken. This game is broken. If you're going to ask me, well, if you knew it was broken, why'd you spend money on it? I didn't spend a dime on this game. I got it for free with my graphics card. So, I can be disappointed at this game, and I would have been even probably more upset if I actually paid money for this, because this is downright ridiculous. Yes, I have the PC version. I don't know if that actually makes a difference in which version is worse, but to me, it it all just sucks. The sense of scale is off. It doesn't work. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And it has nothing to do with, oh, you're just getting owned by a bunch of people on PC, so that's why you're upset. No, it's a totally different game. It has nothing to do with it. Oh, these guys have mouse and keyboard, so they're raping me. It has nothing to do with that. This game is just that broken. And I can't trust Dice and Battlefield anymore. If I do buy something for this game, it will be one expansion, and it's going to be the second Assault expansion, because as the Battlefield 3 stuff, I'm going to give it another chance, most likely at that point, if I feel like spending the money. If not, and because actually when this is coming out, Titanfall is going to be coming out, and to be honest, I'm almost willing to look at playing Titanfall over this. That is how much I don't like this game. I mean, I'd rather go back to Battlefield 3. I'd rather go back to Medal of Honor. I never played a Battlefield game where after 3 matches or 4 matches that I just didn't even care about the game anymore and I just wanted to quit. Like I wanted to take a break or just didn't want to play it at all because it was that bad. The maps are uninspired. It's just a bunch of big buildings 90% of the time. Yeah, there's parts where you can go outside and everything, but a lot of it's just, hey, look at how many big buildings we have on each map. And sometimes you're in a big building, so then it's like, oh, look at how many flights of stairs you can go up in each building. I mean, that's all this game is. At least in the other games, Battlefield 3 or even Bad Company 2, they had lots of unique things. You were going through deserts, you were going through forest, you were going through snow. There was this one area in Bad Company 2 where you could get on these big windmills and it was big open fields, you know? And it was awesome. It was one of my favorite maps. One of my favorite big open range maps because it was just so good. But now it's like they've taken that sense of scale, but they've turned it around to where it's not good anymore. Now it's not we're on a battlefield. It's like we're playing basically. It's basically like playing the Aftermath campaign or the Aftermath expansion, but with a whole game of it. Like that's what it's like, and it's like playing the worst parts of Aftermath's expansion while playing Conquest. Like it's crap. Nobody liked Aftermath's maps anyway. And that's the problem. This game feels like Aftermath, but it doesn't even feel like Battlefield. It sucks. I'm sorry, it does. It was very disappointing, and it has nothing to do with I suck, because I shouldn't suck at a game that I could easily get MVP 1 and 2 on. Typically I was playing with Icy, and we'd get MVP 1 and 2 most of the time. There'd be times, yeah, sometimes we would get beat. Not very much. And you can ask anyone that's played with us. I'm not just saying this to brag. I'm saying it because it's true. Because I've been playing Battlefield since Bad Company 2. I've been playing this game 3-4 years now. Right? I mean, come on. Don't even give me that, oh, yeah, it's just because you suck. No, I've been playing this game for at least 3+ years. I've been playing it since BC2. I think I know what I'm talking about. And I got into Battlefield 3 earlier tonight. Well, this is being filmed early in the morning. But, earlier in the evening of yesterday, I guess, I got on Battlefield 3 and I felt accomplished. I felt like I actually did stuff. And I didn't even care that we were playing on the armored kill maps, and this was on console. I was just so glad to be back in that game. That's sad, because I put, 500 and some odd hours into that game, and I was getting a bit tired of it. It was just boring. Like, it was like, yeah, I've played these expansions all before for the past, year. I want to play something fresh, and I was hoping Battlefield 4 would be that fresh thing. The other thing I thought was kind of funny is everyone who was complaining about the Battlefield 4 game being broken, when it was awful funny, actually, when I made my video talking about the thing that says discuss, Killer Instinct, Xbox One, Battlefield 4, all that. If you look up that video, this is before Battlefield 4 even released. I said, yeah, it was just like Battlefield 3 when they released it broken. And it was. Nobody remembers that because not everyone was bandwagoned onto this game yet. You know? And that's just the thing I find funny. But my problem isn't even the fact that it's, like, that broken. Like, it's worse broken. Yeah, I know I've been complaining about it being broken, but it is. It's worse. Like, it's not the fact that, oh, I can't handle a broken game. Like, I can get over some things that are broken or nerfed or whatever the case may be, compensating for a game. Sometimes you just have to do that. But I mean, come on. This game is just disappointing. So disappointing. And like I said, you check that video. That video was uploaded in August of 2013. Battlefield 4 wasn't even out yet, and I was talking about stuff like that. There wasn't even a beta. And I knew from the beta, when I made my beta video, I knew there was something wrong with this game. I was like, the controls are crap. They changed it to Call of Duty. And I wouldn't say this game is like the next Call of Duty. I mean, it has gone down a route like that. It's gone down this route to where it's just, it sucks. And it's not the fact that I can't get over those controls, because I can play Medal of Honor Warfighter and that has the same controls. And that's actually a very underrated game. But that's besides the point. This game, like I said, it's just disappointing. If you haven't bought this game yet and you loved Battlefield 3 and you're just waiting on Premium Edition, just don't even bother. I'm not even joking when I say this. Do not buy Battlefield 4. I did not buy it. I got it with my video card. So I got it for free. So it's not me just, oh, I wasted my money, so I'm ranting and raving. It's the fact that the game sucks. It doesn't even feel like Battlefield. It just looks like Battlefield. And it's not because, oh, it plays different, so it's automatically bad. It plays different in the wrong way. Like I said, the sense of scale is way too weird. It's too big. I never thought I'd actually say that, but it is. Because, like I said, the scale is built in the wrong way. The scale of the game is just like, oh, let's get to the objectives. Oh, it's like playing Armored Kill on console. Like, that's what it is for all the basic maps. I only have the base game. I don't have premium. But that's not the point. I mean, that's all it is. It's like playing Armored Kill on PS3. And you guys know how bad that was, just with the exception of no frame loss. But I'm talking about the distance between bases. It's insane. Battlefield 3 on PC had some extra bases, or had stuff there. So it made it worthwhile when Battlefield 3 was out. That, oh, it had 64 players, and it had this and that, and extra bases. So, Second Assault looks like about the only hopeful thing for this game. I may or may not buy it. Like I said, as much as I'd hate to say it, I am more so looking forward to Titanfall, and possibly buying that as my next multiplayer shooter, and just throwing Battlefield in the garbage bin, the digital garbage bin. It's basically just going to sit on my digital game shelf and just collect dust, because I really do not want to play this game anymore. It's really that bad. It's really that disappointing. Oh, let me go ahead and get into a few other things. I know I talked about scale. I said earlier I was going to talk about the guns. So the guns, oh man. The guns, the way you have to unlock stuff is annoying. Now, I remember whenever you played Battlefield 3, you had the US and the Russians, and you had guns for those. So you had the AK-74M and you have the M16A3 for the you have the AK-74M for the Russians, the M16A3 for the U.S. Right, and then when you got to Colonel rank or whatever, then you were able to unlock it for both, so you could play M16 or AK-74M with those characters for the assault kit. And then I don't remember what it is for the rest of them, but I remember those two at least. And those guns were both great guns in the game. They weren't the most well, M16 was the most OP, but what I'm saying is the guns were actually good. The AK-103, it sucks. I'm sorry, it does. In Battlefield 4, it's just not that good. Okay, now you get one gun, then you get your assault score up and you unlock guns. That's how it was in Battlefield 3 as well. But they actually gave you a good gun to get you some points, and it was based on assault score, or assault rifle score, I should say. Um, so that was the other thing that was annoying, was the fact that until I got the Scar H, it felt like it was such a chore to get kills. But then when I got the Scar H, I did a lot better. Um, so that was great. But even that couldn't hold my interest. Then they have the pistols. And this is the most annoying thing. Pistols are not unlocked, except for two of them. You get the P226 and the Rex. Now, to me, the Rex is the better of the two guns, because the Rex does about, I think, 60 damage. I'm just going to give rough estimates. I don't know for a fact. But I believe the Rex does about 60 damage. The P226 does about 30 damage or so. 30 to 35 damage. Rex one shot headshot kills. I'm not sure about the P226. But when you're blasting that guy, especially with the netcode you have, you want the most powerful stuff so you can actually blast that guy. So in case the guy does see you around the corner or does do whatever, you can get the one up on him. So you're going to want to have the Rex as your sidearm. But this is what's crap. Then you have people with Glock 18s. So let's say this guy has been playing for 50 hours, right? And he's got all his pistol unlocks and he has the Glock 18. He can just spray me instantly and I'm dead. All because he's been playing the game longer. Now, in Battlefield 3, it didn't matter who was playing the game longer. You still had good enough guns, and it was based on your skill to kill the other player. So I could start up a new game, and being as veteran as I am at the game, I could be rank 1, and I could have whatever pistol, and I could have the AK-74M or the M16, depending on which group I was. So if I was the Russian or the U.S. And I could still take down somebody, no matter what. So it wouldn't have anything to do with, oh, it's not based on, it was based on skill. So versus Battlefield 4, which is based on how much you played the game, based on points. Now here's another thing. They have battle packs. These things are about a joke. They either contain experience or they contain the attachments or camo. Now, the camo I could never get to work. The attachments I could never get to work. And yes, they were for specific guns that I had. So it wasn't like, oh yeah, I unlocked this for the G3 and I don't even have the G3. Right? I don't know if the G3 is in this game, but I'm just using the G3 for example. So, like, I got an ACOG 4 times scope for my AK-103. So I'm like, oh, I'll just put it on, just for fun, just to see if the battle pack worked. And then I also got a suppressor and some other stuff later down the road. And no matter what it was, no matter if it was a scope attachment, no matter if it was a barrel attachment, none of that stuff unlocked. It never really unlocked, at least for me on the PC version. So that was annoying. And the battle packs, like, what is this, It just seems like some cheap way. It just seems like Call of Duty. Oh, drink, how much you want to pay, kiddies? How much you want to pay for your Mountain Dew and your Doritos and get experience in the game? Like, it just seems so cheap and so stupid. It's not even based on skill. It's just, oh, I got some experience. Oh, look at this. I could spend my experience boost points, which is the best thing you can actually get. Like I said, because I could never get the unlocks to actually work. It was like I had to unlock it, making the battle pack like pointless. So, I mean, that was it. Other than that, the gunplay again, it's only as bad as the netcode and scaling is. If the game was just scaled down a bit, not so scaled high or far out, if they were to just shorten the maps a bit, and if they were to actually give us all the pistols, I could understand you having to get points on your pistols if you want the tactical light version of a gun or a suppressed version or any sort of modified version. I could understand that. But it's not. It's you start out with a P226 or a Rex. So anybody who has a fast firing gun like the Glock 18, you just have this automatic gun. You're dead. You're just dead because of the netcode. It sucks. And that's all I can say. I think I've listed everything. It was just very disappointing. I know I've said disappointing like a million times, but it's true. The only other thing I guess I should talk about is the campaign. Now everyone was talking about the campaign bugs and how it wouldn't keep their saves. I never saw so many people complain about a single player campaign. So I just thought it was something to tack on, like, oh, they just want to find something extra to complain about. Now, me personally, I have no problems with sitting through and completing a campaign. I played Bad Company 2's campaign, which I loved, Battlefield 3's campaign, which I hated, and Battlefield 4's campaign, which I liked. I really did. I thought this game had a good campaign. I thought the gunplay was there. I thought the graphics were there. It was a very beautiful game to play. But that's it. I didn't buy this to play single player. Like I said, even though I didn't pay for it. I didn't get this to play single player. And I played through it once, and it's best if you play through it once anyway, folks, because then if you do, you can always replay the chapters whenever you want. And it's a 4-hour game max. You can't seriously tell me you don't have 4 hours to dedicate to the game. Even if you have to go somewhere, just leave your game system on. And it's worthy enough to play the full 4 hours. Just sit down on a Saturday or a Sunday, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just take 4 hours out of your weekend and play through the campaign in one sitting. You'll enjoy it. You'll have fun. But yeah, if you just want to play the campaign, because the campaign is pretty cool, I'd recommend just renting this game. Rent this game. Try it out for yourself. If you don't believe me, if you just think I'm hating on it because I'm jumping on a bandwagon, folks, I made predictions on how this game would be. I already knew how it was going to be. You don't believe me? Check my discussion video. Check my beta video. I already knew this game wasn't going to be good. I was already disappointed with it. I was anticipating it still. I still wanted to play it. Because I thought, oh, the control thing, I'll get over that. But the bugs are just even worse than Battlefield 3. Like, the worst thing about Battlefield 3 as far as bugs, obviously the bouncing of the guns, that's just a bouncing thing that can get fixed over time. But the only bugs that I really, like I said, that I mentioned in that video, were like the microphone, chat, I think there was a field of view problem. I know there were some other ones. Anyway, just go back and watch that video. I can't remember them off the top of my head. It's pretty late. It's about 4:30 in the morning, so I can't quite remember what they all were. But again, go check that out if you want to learn more about it. Like I said, Battlefield 4 was disappointing. Rent it, play the campaign, have a good time with that. Try the multiplayer, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. There's no online pass, so you'll be able to rent this game. That's the only other positive thing I can say about this, is there's no online pass, which whoop-de-doo. It better not be after as abysmal as this game was, you know. But that's the thing. It's just why? Why did it have to be so abysmal? Like I said, I heard all these people saying it was abysmal, and I was like, oh, these guys, they're just, you know, they didn't come from where I came from when I was playing Battlefield 3, and I knew that it was just broken. But, like, this is worse. This is, like, almost unplayable broken. Like, I'm getting negative KDs, I'm getting my face kicked in because this other guy has played this game a lot longer than I have, and not because he's more skilled. It's just because, oh, I have a Glock 18, so I can spray you. Oh, I have the Ace 23, so that must be an OP gun. I don't know. I got killed by it a lot, and just other stuff. The sniping, like I said, the sniping is better. It's more refined, which is great. But the way this game is set up, it's like the sense of scale is like the sniper rifles are the only thing that you can kill people with, unless you're playing team deathmatch, and even that sucks. Like, I know Battlefield's not even really a team deathmatch sort of game, but even that sucks. It really does. Oh, and the perks. I don't even know how to get perks. Apparently, I was told you level them up, so it's like a tier system from Need for Speed, which sucks too. So, the only other thing that I recall that they did fix was the parachute. So, like in Battlefield 3, when you parachute, the you'd have to wait till your hands came out usually before you could whip the parachute out, and usually the scale wasn't large enough, so you'd get hurt, sometimes suicide, which was really annoying. But in Battlefield Bad Company 2, once you jumped off, you could just tap X and you had the parachute out. Basically, the parachuting is like BC2 again, so that's another positive. That's it though. Oh, and you get a bunch of knives. Who cares about that? Alright. So, that's really all I can say. I think I've said everything I've wanted to say. And I apologize that this took 27 minutes. I didn't want this to take that long. I apologize if my voice was really boring throughout this, but it's about 4:30 in the morning. I'm getting tired, but I just felt like I had to make this video because I was so pissed off over the weekend. And it took me till Wednesday or Thursday, whenever this is, to do this video, but it was disappointing. This game, like I said, rent it, play the story. The story's fun, or watch the story on YouTube. Wait till the premium edition comes out if you want to buy it. I would not recommend buying this though. I really wouldn't. I didn't spend a dime on this, and I'm upset. My buddy spent $35 on this game, $30 or $35, because he had the Valentine's Day promo code. So he finally got it because he could get it for cheap, and he was pissed off. I was pissed off. We were both pissed off. And I just want to go back to a different EA game, whether it be Medal of Honor Warfighter, whether it be Battlefield 3, whether it be Titanfall. I'm going to go back to something else. Battlefield 4 is going to stay on my shelf, collect dust, whatever. I don't care anymore. And that's all I can say. So, thanks you guys for listening, and I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace.